Welcome to this lesson, Hard Work Pays. Remember in our last lesson we discussed about arms of government, and in this lesson we're going to be learning about federal system of government, also known as federalism. You need to know the meaning of federal system of government, the characteristics of federal system of government, reasons, merits and demerits. What is federal system of government? Federal system of government is the constitutional division of the power of government into three levels, such as the federal, state, and local governments. Nigeria is a very good example of federal system of government, creating the opportunity for federating unit to have legal powers to assign taxes and carry out spending activities within clearly established due process. Now, in federalism, it creates room for the sharing of powers between the federal, state, and the local government. And now we have the powers and functions exercised by the federal government known as the exclusive legislative list. The powers and functions exercised by both the federal and state government is known as concurrent list, and while the power and functions exercised only by the local government is known as residual list. Now in this system, powers are shared between the federal, state, and local government, making them autonomous and independent. So let us look at the main characteristics or features of a federal system of government. So students, who can tell me the features or characteristics of a federal system of government? Did I just hear somebody say there is constitutional division of power? Yes, in a federal system, there is the powers are shared between the central authority and other subordinate units, which are the state and local government. Now, the powers are also derived from the constitution. The central, state, and local government derive their powers from the constitution in a federal system. The next feature we have here is supremacy of the constitution. The constitution of a federal state is powerful and supreme. Now, the next we have is a written and rigid constitution. The constitutions of most federal systems are written and rigid. Now we have separation of powers. There is separation of power between the three organs of government, the executive, legislature, and judiciary. We also have bicameral legislature. Now, most of the federal constitution have bicameral legislature. They are the House of Senate and House of Representatives. Now, the next feature here is the Supreme Court. There is always a Supreme Court which interprets the constitution and decides on any conflict between the center and the constituent units. The next here we have is equal representation. Every interest group is recognized and represented in a federal system. Do you understand, class? And here we have grassroots political participation. Now, the provision is made for grassroots political participation of the people in a federal state. So let's look at the reasons for adopting federal system of government. The first here is nearness of the federated unit. Now, if the component unit making up the system are very near to each other, the federal system can emerge. Now we have the size of the country. Now, if the size of the country is too large, this may hinder the effective control from the center. Therefore, a federal structure is the best system to adopt. Now, we also have fears of the minorities. The minorities in the country may have the fear of being dominated by the majority group. And the next reason for this system is security. Some countries adopt a federal system in order to have military might or power to face a common external enemy. Do we understand? Another reason here is diversity in cultures. The recognition of the diversities in cultures, religious beliefs, and languages. Example, Nigeria may allow for the adoption of a federal system. Now we have common historical background. For example, like the Britain imposed a federal system on Nigeria by dividing the territory into regions and ruled them separately. Another reason is economic factor. Now, the need to pull resources together to form a stronger economy, such as Nigeria. There's need to what? Form a stronger economy. Now we have geographical contiguity. It is advantageous for states which are to form a federation not to be widely separated geographically. We have common political association. Now, a long period of historical and political association among people living in contiguous states is conducive for a federal unit. So let's look at the advantages or merit of federal system. Now, the first one is integration of different groups. That is the first advantage, integration of different groups. Now, the federal system helps to integrate different, it helps to bring different ethnic groups within a system. Now, another merit here is the issue of autonomy. Now, this allows each unit to be autonomous and affords them the opportunity to develop at their own pace. The next advantage or merit here is that federalism brings government closer. Now, government is brought closer to the people and it increases the sense of belonging and participation. Now, let us see the disadvantages or demerits of federal system. Here we have regionalism. Now, individuals prefer to be more loyal to their states, and this can affect national unity. We also have the possibility of conflict. Now, since no tier of government can claim absolute authority, it is possible for conflict in the area of performance of functions to occur. Now, the next here is uneven development. Now, this is a very big disadvantage in a federal system. Federalism accommodates the freedom of each unit to develop at its own pace, which leads to uneven development. Now, this system is costly or expensive to run. Now, large number of departments and personnel are needed or created in a federal state, thereby making it a costly venture. We also have duplication of functions. Now, duplication of functions can create redundancy in this system. Now, we also have tribal conflict in this system, and which is really not healthy. So, students, I believe you understand the meaning of federal system, its features, merit and demerit, and the reasons for adopting a federal state. Now, this is the end of our lesson. Until next time, and bye.